Man, I'm gonna talk about this fight that may happen, and I say it may happen because I mean, right now, everything is kind of up in the air right now because of Abel Sanchez. He's making some comments that is making it seem like, it may not happen. He said, and I quote, he said, "I hope Danny Jacobs doesn't price himself out." And that kind of sounds like prep talk to me, man, because it's kind of funny how people keep pricing themselves out on Triple G, man, but and then it's kind of hypocritical on their side because how can you say, "I hope they don't price themselves out" when you declined a $10 million offer? Or you didn't decline it, but you asked for more. I mean, the least person that should be talking about pricing themselves out is you guys, because how do you decline a highest payday, double your highest payday, plus pay-per-view upside, so it could even triple your highest payday, really? How do you decline that? I don't know. But I'm not going to talk about the Canelo fight. I'm talking strictly on Triple G and Danny Jacobs. Now, if this fight does happen, this is really a pick-em fight, man. It's a 50-50 fight. If Triple G wins this, man, congrats. About time you fight somebody, And if he pulls it off, hats off. Like I said, he's, to me, no questions about it. He's the man, right now. As of right now, he has to prove to the real boxing fans that he is what they sell him to be. Because some people think he's a hype job. I think he's a hype job. But if he beats Danny Jacobs, my whole opinion on Triple G will change. But as of right now, like I said, Danny Jacobs is no joke, man. He has 88% knockout ratio. Triple G has 92% knockout ratio. So it's obvious both of them hit just as hard. You can't really say which one hits harder because it's not like you could take them. It's not like anybody's took them to a machine that tells them their punching power. So you can't really say, oh, he hits harder. So there's no argument on that. But all right. Danny Jacobs, he has the speed in his hand. He has footwork in his hand. He has athleticism. He has obviously better athleticism. So Triple G has, he knows how to cut off the ring good. Amazing. He is just as hard as Danny Jacobs. He could take a punch. And by average boxers, we don't know if he could take a punch by a power puncher. Because, he didn't really get touched up by David Lemieux. So we'll have to see how his chin holds up in that fight. But, I'm going to say his chin is better than Danny Jacobs. Because we got to remember, Danny Jacobs was knocked out by Dmitry Pirog. And to be fair, it was around the same time that he was diagnosed with cancer. So it might have affected, because, I think he had spine cancer or something like that. So that might affect his chin. I don't know. I'm not no doctor. You don't start hating on me, but cancer's no joke, man. It could definitely debilitate you. I mean, anything could debilitate you, really. Like, I remember when I was sparring, I went 2 days without eating just to make weight, and, I got hurt by a welterweight. And I was fighting at 165. So, I've never really been hurt that bad. And, I guess because I wasn't eating and I was, I felt kind of sick, I guess that, that affected me. But, like I said, anything can affect you, and I think cancer could definitely affect you. But, obviously, Danny Jacobs has improved a lot after that fight. He's much more experienced. He's much more stronger. Physically, he's bigger. So, this fight, I don't see it going to the scorecards. Somebody's going to get knocked out. But it's definitely going to be a really competitive fight. It's not going to be like Triple G running people over. And, it might not even be a knockout. It might be a stoppage from Triple G's corner or Danny Jacobs' corner. More on Danny Jacobs' corner. I don't really see, I'm not putting my money on Danny Jacobs, to be honest. I think Triple G can pull this off. But it's not about him losing. It's about me seeing him in adversity and seeing how he reacts. Because I never seen him fight an A-level fighter, man. I never seen him fight an elite fighter. And he's about to step in with Danny Jacobs. That's, hands down, that'll be his biggest victory. And if he beats him, convincingly, just outclasses him, then, he's the man. He's obviously not a hype job. But as of now, I have all the right in the world to call him a hype job because he hasn't fought anybody. Oh, and you guys are going to say, he beat David Lemieux. But, you got to realize David Lemieux has been knocked out before by Rubio, a guy Triple G, manhandled. He made him his bitch. So I think that kind of played into Lemieux's head. Maybe he was like, oh man, I'm about to fight this guy, and the guy who knocked me out was manhandled by this guy. Maybe that's why he was fighting kind of scared. And I don't think Danny Jacobs is going to go in there scared, because you got to realize he just got out of the ring with Kell Brook, and he was kind of looking, his defense is kind of looking exposed in that fight. So maybe Danny Jacobs is going to go in there with a lot of confidence, and he might be able to pull it off. But like I said, I'm not going to give my full prediction until fight night, until I'm going to review all their fights. I'm going to really look deep into it and see how much of a chance Danny Jacob has. And I'll give my full prediction, 3 or 2 weeks before the fight actually happens. I want to see their weigh-ins, the 30-day weigh-ins, how they look, how they feel, how they do in training. After that, I'll give my full prediction. But as of now, I hope this fight happens. It'll be good for Triple G's career. It'll be good for hyping up the Canelo fight. And, best of luck to both the guys.